A decorated McMinnville restaurant that closed its doors earlier this year is now about to reopen with a brand new concept and brand new team.
Yeah, Okta back next month in McMinnville's Tributary Hotel. So joining us this morning to show us what longtime fans and first-time diners can expect from the new experience is Christine Langelier, Director of Food and Beverage at the Tributary Hospitality Group. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This was really exciting news when it landed in our inboxes a couple weeks ago that Okta was making a comeback. So tell us about this new revamped concept.
Yes, we're excited to be reopening just in time with McMinnville and the area really coming alive, both with spring produce as well as tourism season and wine country. And so we will be reopening our doors next weekend.
Awesome.
It's coming very quickly.
Yeah.
And in time with spring, we're rolling out a re-concept. So we're going to have 4 courses, $100 per guest, and there's 4 quadrants that the guest gets to choose from.
Wow.
So really creating and curating your own 4-course tasting menu rather than not knowing what you're going into and being completely blind to it, and really focusing on the terroir and the ingredients from the Willamette Valley.
That is so cool, so interesting. And I mean, like, talk about timing, right? The weather, the season, everyone just wants to go out and try something new. Heading down to wine country is perfect. You guys are going to have some local talent join the team. Talk about who's going to be, behind the kitchen in the scenes firing things up.
Yeah, so one of our ideas from the start of this project 4 or 5 years ago now was really to always hire local so that we could continue to elevate the culinary scene. So whatever talent that we brought in, really create a pipeline, whether it's high school students or college students, and create a pipeline so that when they do at some point leave our restaurant or our hotel, they take along a lot of that education and training that they've learned from us and continue to bring it to the rest of the valley and beyond. And so our entire team now is from McMinnville, Sheridan, really around the area, Newburgh, and we're really excited that a lot of it is young talent, people that are really coming out of high school interested in the service industry. And that's something that I've always been passionate about. I've wanted to be in this industry since I was very young. It's the only industry that I know, so I love sharing that with others and really just teaching them all that this hospitality industry has to offer.
That's really cool, and I think I've told people this. Had I grown up here, I could have very easily seen myself doing the same thing. Because if you do want to go into food and wine and hospitality, oh my gosh, you've hit the jackpot by being here in the Willamette Valley. And Okta, when it first opened, was really about keeping that connection to the farm and the land and the local bounty that we have here. So it's cool to see that foundation is still going to be a part of it.
Absolutely. The entire project really started with Okta Farm, which is up in the Ribbon Ridge AVA, prime soils up there. And so our farm team throughout the years has always been sure to really listen to the land and make sure that we're practicing regenerative practices for the soil so that we can listen to what it's going to offer us to put on the menu. So
when people talk about, like farming and food and wine in Oregon, it always sounds so romantic. And that's because it is, right? I mean, it just makes you feel good knowing that we can do this for our own community and share it with everyone else. But let's get to the important part. What's on the menu here?
Sure. So we have our wonderful wood-fired hearth. As many people know, the Willamette Valley actually used to be a white oak savanna. And so we bring in local white oak to fire up that wood hearth. And we'll have a lot of charred and smoked elements to the menu.
Ooh.
We have field, sea, pasture, and pantry as the 4 quadrants to choose from. So let your mind kind of wander of what you might find in the fields in spring, and then as it turns to summer. So we'll see the first of the asparagus and the breakfast radishes. When we look at doing tableside service, which we like to include some fresh tableside ricotta going with that asparagus with a little basil puree from the farm. Really kind of leaning into the Pacific Northwest waters. And so we'll see a lot of the shellfish from the coast, and we'll see halibut, which is in season right now and into May. And then in pasture, not only will we focus on the proteins, the lamb, which is very spring, local chickens as well, but foraged mushrooms. We'll see those because those are always hiding in the pastures and the corners as well. And then pantry, what we've also realized throughout the years is that people don't always want to end on sweet.
Yeah.
So when I think of pantry, and everyone in my family knows this, I'll walk into my pantry at home and just make little snacks.
Oh yeah.
And taste little bites of things.
Of
So you might
course.
not see a full conceptualized dessert plate, or maybe you will. Maybe you'll see a little snack of cheese and some salad and pickles.
I like that. I always love it. I call those like my choose your own adventure plates.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
different combos of different snacks.
Yes.
Really good stuff. And now if you've had a chance to go and check out the space before, you know there's a cellar as well that was previously a bar. That's going to be your new kind of event space.
That's correct, and it's completely amenable to customizing it for any event. So whether it's a sit-down dinner with plated 4 courses, or whether it's past hors d'oeuvres, just in front of the wine cellar, showcasing all of the bottles of wine that we have. It's really a fully customizable space, and we'll have a lot of fun down there in that cellar.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. So what else does the Tributary Hotel got going on? Talk about future events and really how we're gearing up for spring
all your
and summer.
staycation dreams.
Yes, yes. So we have a full concierge program at Tributary Hotel, and so what we'd like to do is showcase the Willamette Valley in whatever way the guest is looking to do so. If they're leaning into wine country and want to develop an itinerary fully around wine tastings, let's do that. But if you want to have a picnic on our farm, let's set that up for you as well. If you'd like to have an event in the cellar with maybe a reception dinner the night before or after, let's plan that for you as well. There is an abundance of things to do in McMinnville and the surrounding towns so that we can build out very customizable concierge itineraries for
Oh my
you.
gosh, you got me so excited for my next trip down to wine country. I can't wait to come check out the new revamped Okta. Thank you so much for being here, Christine. Great to get a preview.
Yes, excited to have you all.
Thank you
Well,
so
mark your
much.
calendars. Again, Okta reopening May 3rd in the Tributary Hotel. You can learn more about the reimagined restaurant and the new concept right now on Coin.